Balanced adjustments for our last patch note dropped in the original server, with changes affecting the meta and shifting it immensely. The scary Alice jungle has been halted by Moontoon, and before her Mikasa skin release, as expected, Fanny has also received a buff. Hi guys, Kazuki here, and in this video we will look into the latest balance adjustments which dropped in the official server. Before jumping into the video, I would like to highlight this specific issue. It may be a bug or implementation error, but these changes are not applied in some servers as of now. Yes, some servers have these changes implemented in them, and some are still running with the adjustments from last patch note, which is never seen before as of now. I hope Moontoon looks into this as soon as possible because it creates an unfair environment for players. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, as 62.1% a majority of you guys have not subscribed to the channel for more regular updates like these. Let's look at all the hero adjustments. Elites have been overly dominant in the jungler role, particularly in mid to high ranks. The goal is to maintain her viability in various lanes while balancing her jungle performance. In her skill 2, the damage bonus based on HP has been reduced by 1%. Additionally, there is a new cape on the damage this skill can deal to creeps from 250 in the early game and 500 in the late game.
Look at me, darling.
Her ultimate has a major change. Hitting creeps with Alice's ultimate will no longer reduce the cooldowns of her skill 1 and 2. This is a significant shift in her jungle clearing efficiency and will require players to adjust their strategies. In summary, these nerfs to Alice are targeted at balancing her overpowering presence in jungle, particularly in higher ranks. Players will need to adapt to these changes, potentially altering their tactics and overall approach to utilizing Alice effectively. The developers have observed that Brody's ultimate is frequently used for lane clearing, which wasn't its intended purpose. To address this, they have made two key changes to encourage more strategic use of the ultimate, especially for reaping rather than just clearing lanes. The cooldown of Brody's ultimate has been increased substantially. Previously, it was between 24 to 18 seconds, but now it's been extended to 32 to 24 seconds. This change means players will have to be more thoughtful about when to use the ultimate, as it won't be available as often. The damage dealt by the first attack of the ultimate has been reduced. It was originally 340 to 580 plus 180% of the extra physical attack, and it's now 300 to 540 plus 165% of extra physical attack. This will likely require a shift in strategy for Brody players, who will now have to plan more carefully when to unleash his ultimate for maximum effect. The developers have noted Claude's exceptional agility and activity in higher tier games. In response, they have implemented a nerf aimed at slightly reducing his mobility, ensuring a more balanced playing field. The cooldown for Claude's skill 2 has been increased. Previously, the cooldown period ranged from 11 to 8.5 seconds. Now it's been extended to 13 to 10.5 seconds. This change means Claude won't be able to use this skill as frequently, impacting his ability to maneuver rapidly around the battlefield. The developers aim to make Melissa less dependent on reducing cooldown by damaging enemies and to balance her damage output throughout the game. There is a significant decrease in the cooldown of skill 1. It's been reduced from 10.5 to 7 seconds to more manageable 7.5 to 5 seconds. Furthermore, the cooldown reduction after attacking models to deal damage has been lessened from 1.5 seconds to just 0.5 seconds. This change means Melissa can use skill 1 more frequently, enhancing her dominance. The damage transfer ratio of skill 2 has been adjusted. Instead of a flat 70% at all levels, it now varies between 60 to 80%. This change adds a new layer of strategy. as Melissa's damage transfer will now scale differently throughout the game. Moscow has been struggling with inflicting sufficient damage due to slower attack speeds. Recognizing this, the developers have decided to revert a previous nerf to his attack speed. The attack speed boost from skill 1 has been increased. It used to offer a boost ranging from 1.15 to 1.3 times, but now it's been enhanced to range from 1.15 to 1.5 times. The significant increase means Moscow can attack faster, potentially increasing his damage output in fights in the late game. The developers have focused on reducing the cooldown of Farsa's ultimate and special skill, making her a more dynamic and versatile choice on the battlefield. Farsa's ultimate now has a reduced cooldown. It's been adjusted from 42 to 34 seconds down to 36 to 30 seconds. This change means Farsa can use her ultimate more frequently, significantly impacting her presence and effectiveness in mid to late game skirmishes. There is also a buff to her special skill. The cooldown, which was previously a flat 30 seconds at all levels, now scales with level, decreasing from 30 to 23 seconds. This scaling cooldown allows Farsa to become more agile and responsive as the game progresses. The developers are focused on enhancing Eve's damage output, particularly when her ultimate is not in play. Eve's skill 2 has received a boost in its continuous base damage. Previously, the damage ranged from 90 to 165. Now it's been increased to range from 105 to 180. This buff means that Eve can deal more consistent and impactful damage during engagements, even without relying on her ultimate. The developers have made adjustments to give Yin more operational flexibility and better engagement options. Yin's skill 1 cooldown has been reduced. It used to range from 10 to 7 seconds, but now it goes down to 6 seconds at maximum level. This change allows Yin to use skill 1 more frequently, offering him more consistent engagements and damage opportunities. Additionally, there is a subtle yet impactful buff to Yin's skill 2. The dash distance has been slightly increased. This enhancement improves Yin's mobility and positioning capabilities, allowing for more strategic movement and potentially better escape or chase scenarios. The developers have tweaked Fanny's skill 1 and ultimate with the goal of encouraging more frequent use of skill 1 for dealing damage and making it easier to use her ultimate as a finisher. There's an increase in the total physical attack bonus for skill 1. It's been bumped up from 80 to 83%. This announcement means that Fanny can inflict more damage with skill 1, encouraging players to use it more often in combat. For her ultimate, there are mixed changes. The energy cost has been reduced from 30 to 20, making it easier to execute the ultimate more frequently. However, there is a reduction in the base damage, which now ranges from 500 to 750, down from the previous 500 to 860. This adjustment suggests a shift in using the ultimate more as a finisher rather than a primary source of high damage. So what are your thoughts about these changes made to our favorite hero? Are you happy Farsa and Fanny wins? Share your thoughts in the comment section down below. That will be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Keep supporting Kazuki Official.